I got out of bed that day and moved to the window, anxious to avoid the other women, risk a show.
I never stepped foot in a church. Thought God was content to just sit on his perch, not caring about me or what I was doing at all. And if he did, he was disappointed with every pitfall.
I knew what they saw when they looked at me, desperate and silly, I might even agree.
I'd heard his name all my life, Savior, Lord, the end of strife. I could tell you all the stories, Adam to David to the coming glories. I quoted Genesis 1:1 and John 3:16, the champ at Bible drills and everything in between.
My life didn't turn out the way that I thought it would. I never wanted to be the talk of the neighborhood.
But if I were to tell you honestly, I didn't feel like someone who was free indeed. I pursued the world around sports and school and friends I swirled. I had my own dreams, plans, and places to go, no room for the Son of Man to say no.
Like everyone else, I wanted security and love, money and peace and the benefits thereof.
I was good friends with rock bottom, I'd been there before. I was losing myself as everything around me demanded more. I saw peace in places that can never be, numbed out and feeling like a drifter at sea.
But that's not what happened, and here we are, traveling for water in the heat of the day, so far.
I know what you said, Lord, so why am I empty? I wear a cross on my necklace, so why don't you bless me? In my striving, eventually fed up and done, ready to go a few rounds, so just to put his dukes up or maybe just run.
I went to the well, hoping to be alone, and there sat a Jewish man. Didn't he know? They didn't talk to Samaritans or women, especially one like me. But he opened his mouth, and he asked for a drink.
But I was never so far that the Lord didn't know how to meet me in the middle of that broken road. I didn't go looking for God, but he came after me. I was the one that was lost away from the 99 sheep.
I remember being shocked and scrambling for what to say, and then he talked of living water, for which he knew the way.
As the smoke and fear began to clear, a man came through so very near. He spoke to me gently but firm of my sin and compromise and things I still had to learn.
A moment later, he told me of all of my shame, but he wasn't hateful, and he didn't cast blame.
It took one person who took it seriously when God said go, to reach out and grab hold with a genuine hello.
And though I tried to deflect with all my might, his words pierced my heart, and I could not fight.
And the grace in his eyes left me undone as he said over and over, "You are my son."
This is the man we always heard would come. So I ran home, my heart pounding like a drum.
The King of Kings made his home among man to make saints out of sinners, the ultimate redemption plan.
And I knew in my heart what had been in my head, that Jesus came, he suffered, and he rose from the dead.
I shouted and waited for all to come here so I could tell him he's here. He's here, he's finally here.
He was after me from the start. He wanted freedom from my heart.
He ascended to sit at the right of his throne, until all over the world his light is shown.
And now I can share a story, one that gives him the glory.
And he invites me to be a part of his plan, to have purpose and freedom in his pierced hands.
They came and they listened, and they believed it too. Not because of what I'd said, because it was true.
And he met me at the end of my pride, and he showed me that his love is as deep as it is wide.
He set me free from my sin, then sent me on mission to reach my friends and family in their current condition. There are people who are hurting, who desperately need hope. So let's get after it, find them, throw them some rope.
Everything changed at the well that afternoon. An outcast sent out to sing a new tune. I don't know much, but this much I do. You cannot sit with him without it changing you.
I don't know much, but this much I do. You can't sit with him without it changing you.
Because I don't know much, but this much I do. You can't sit with him without it changing you.